Now that the primary's over, I wanted to show everybody how much mail, how much campaign literature I received over the primary. So here is the first mailer I got. This is for Paul Sale for State Assembly. This was from a PAC, California Apartment Association. It was probably Jerry Marcel, focusing on public safety. Not that these two are any champions of public safety. Torrance Police Officers Association. That's nice. Okay, there we go. Now here's a big flurry of slate mailers, Budget Watchdogs. Okay, and it has the long array of so-called endorsements. But what happens is that the candidates pay for them. This guy, Merritt Farron, didn't even make it into the top two, so money not well spent. Okay, here's another Budget Watchdogs slate mailer. Let's see. Yep, same exact thing, right down to, do we want to change the shop? Do we want to change the, do we want to stop doing the spring forward fallback time change? Budget Watchdogs, there it is in Torrance, California, published irregularly. Okay, here's a third one. Look at similar layout. This is the third slate mailer. Okay, 3 slate mailers. We're talking about waste as an issue. Coalition for California News. Here's a whole bunch of other. All right. Christina Irwin, Maldonado. Okay, you see a lot of Republicans listed, and then you've got a Democrat for county assessor. There's the courts. There we go. All right, here's yet another one, Cops Voter Guide. This one comes out at every primary. I've gotten this so many times. Okay, list of Superior Court judges. Interesting, there's Eleni Kounalakis. She did not pay for the endorsement because there is no asterisk next to her name. Same thing for Richard Barrera or Brian Goldsmith. Now there it is. This is interesting. You had Mayor Sharon Kalani, she bought an endorsement, and then Aurelio bought the endorsement here. There you go. Okay, that's 4. So look at that. Want everybody to see this. 1, 2, 3, 4 slate mailers. Okay, so here was the flyer I got from Sellout Sharon Kalani. I commented on this. She made a big stink about the attempt, the exploration of annexing El Camino Village. This, I think, is a pretty hollow criticism. And then there was where she said public safety is a top priority, but the current mayor has failed to fill 36 positions. This was an empty criticism. This criticism belongs to all city council members if you're going to play this game. This was from her own campaign. This was a very bad mailer. I knew she was going to lose. Here's one from dishonest Mike Griffith. He has not trusted leadership. He has a long history of lying to people in the community. Most qualified candidate? I don't think so. Linda Barnett, she suggested that Dana Cortez take over for her, and Dana Cortez didn't even show up for work. There's Heidi. And here we've got Frank Scotto. If I see Flabby Frank on a campaign mailer, automatically I'm not supporting that candidate. 10 years of fiduciary oversight. Brother, not that it mattered. Business experience. Volunteer. Yeah. But he lies to people. Now, Mayor Chen. I got 4 pieces of mail for George Chen. These 3 were sent by his campaign. Okay, so it's nice. Just little pictures. He gives information. There he is taking photos with people. There he is showcasing the Dodgers stuff. To be honest, I'm not really impressed. I really don't care about the Dodgers mural. I just don't think that's really important. I don't really care. I just don't know how relevant that is. I hope we didn't pay for it. And then here's the third one where he provided some information like helping seniors to get rides. Here's other phone numbers. That's nice. This is from Team Torrance. This I thought was the best of the mailers. Leadership, public safety, focusing on things that people actually care about. Let's see, unveiling an operations center. This is stuff that matters. This I thought was the best of them. This was done by Team Torrance, which was the pack. This was a big failure. The Team Torrance group in Santa Ana, a lot of people made a stink about this, and I think they're right. The pack leadership, they should have bought a makeshift office in Torrance and set up their operations here in the city. 4 mailers for George Chen. Now we get to the bigger enchilada here. Okay, I want to do this in order. Try to do this in order as best as I can how I got them. Sorry, I'm just turning off the screen here. So I got a lot of Tom Steyer stuff. I got 5 mailers from Tom Steyer. 5. This guy has too much money. There we go. Number 1, Fight Fire with Fire. Look at this too. Ooh, look how classy it is. You can open it up and everything. Fight Fire with Fire. Here's number 2. Who's for them, who's against them. So, of course, this is all very misleading. When Steyer says that teachers and nurses and what he really means are the unions. So that's what that means. Okay. So there we go. Another big fold out. There he goes. Nurses union, education union, labor union, environmental voters. He talks about all the big interests. Here we go. Look at all those groups. Look at all those groups. Like very, very, very big, very classy. All that stuff. So that's number 2. Here's the third one. Okay. Again, this guy had more money than he... Rich man with nothing to do. Here we go. Big on the environment. Look at all the stuff he did. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Here we go. Climate justice. There you go. There you go. And it's in San Francisco, so he's like really showing his progressive credentials there. Here's another one. Okay, this is the 4th mailer, folks. 4th mailer from Steyer. There he is. There. Now he's showing his family, trying to show him. Look how big it is too. Open page. Puts his values, whatever his values are. This is what build 1 million homes. Oh, isn't that what Gavin Newsom talked about doing? Single payer healthcare. Yikes. He hates Trump. Yeah, we got that. Here we go. And, Californians deserve a life they can afford. There we go about that. Okay. I said 4. Now here's the 5th one. Okay. 5 mailers. And I am a registered Republican high propensity voter. 5 mailers pro Tom Steyer. Look at he is. Because he fought and will keep fighting for us. Okay, this one I think I can open up too. There you go. See, whoa, look at that. Oh, he's got some individuals saying that they like him. Look at this. Nurses and California Federation of Teachers, Nurses Association. Here's all the stuff he did for Prop 13, Prop 14. Here we go. There he is with the union worker, California Teachers Association. Look at me, look at me. That's 5. 5. And here's a 6th. This is from the Tom Steyer campaign, but he bashes Javier Becerra. Look at this one. Wow. Big, going after Javier Becerra. Vote no. There it is. Check the facts. Yeah, right. New York Times, as if that's facts. Sure, buddy. And then we turn this around, and it's from Steyer. He paid for this. 6. Look at these big flashy mailers that I got from Tom Steyer. And he still lost. And I'm not done yet. Look at all these anti-Hilton mailers I got. Look at this craziness. Trump endorsed Steve Hilton. But see, the name of it, remember, I'm a Republican voter, right? So the idea is to get me excited about Steve Hilton, right? Can't trust him and all these things. Here we go. And this is paid for Greater Golden State. So this is a PAC. Opposing Hilton for governor. Organizing, opposing. Bill Bloomfield. Gosh, I can't believe I actually helped that guy. And look at, sponsored by the Democratic Governors Association. The Democratic Governors Association was putting money to help Hilton out. They wanted him because he would be the weakest Republican to run against. I'm just going to say it. There's Fox News that triggers people. Okay, 1. Here's number 2. The chosen candidate. There's that king's crown. I thought we were supposed to say no kings, right? They're just all the left-wing triggerings. There's the same pack. Same pack. That's 2. Oh, let me show the other side. Sorry. There he is. No kings. No kings. Oh, brother. Okay, number 3. Got to take out the trash. Again, this is anti-Steve Hilton. And it's by the same pack. Okay, this is the third one. Okay, number 4, fourth one. This is actually the first one I got in the mail. I still remember this one. Don't let Trump pick our next governor. Oh no. There we go. Same nonsense, same stuff. There it is. Same pack. Greater Golden State opposing Hilton. Even though, look at that. Candidate, but they don't mention the governor. They don't mention the Democrat Governors Association, so they jumped in a little bit later. Look at this. Ooh. And here we go. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4. And here's number 5. Look at how huge this is. They really went all in on this one. Can't trust them. Oh. Here we go. Yep. Hand-picked governor. But you see, this was sent to Republican households like me. Because so they get us all excited. And here's yet another one. Ooh, very fancy. Look at this. Trump and Hilton are the same guy. Look at this. And it's by, yep, there it is. Candidates for governor. Bill Bloomfield. There it is. Wrong for California. Okay, I want to go over this. I want you to really see just how crazy this is. So I got here. The total that I got to count, just to recap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 pieces of mail that I got for the California 2026 primary. And this guy still lost. I mean, it's hilarious. Sometimes the endorsements help. Like for Mr. Seo, clearly he had the momentum. Now he's in the top 2. But this guy, wow. And to send it to a Republican household, you know that the consultants got rich at least.